up, everyone? All right, well, today is day 23 of the small account challenge. I was a little turned around on day 22. I kept calling it day 21, but now it's day 23. And tomorrow is day 24, but today, day 23, the account's up 10%. I started this morning with $7,300 in the account, and I'm up $741.26 before fees and commissions. So about 10% account growth, which is not bad at all. This is a solid day. Now, I was pretty conservative on the first trade I took. I went red on it. As soon as I got green, I got out for a small gain, $158, but relatively small gain. And then the second stock I was quite a bit more aggressive on and did really well on. All of the trades I took on it, part of the live trading archives for Warrior Pro students. In fact, every day of the small account challenge, all of the live trading archives, me actually taking the trades, buy and sell button, everything else, are part of the live trading archive. So Warrior Pro students, you guys can go in and you can rewatch those as often as you want. It helps, I think, for you to rewatch them because you get a better sense of what I'm seeing in the moment before I press the buy button or before I press the sell button. So rewatching those live trading archives again and again and again is important. And in case you didn't already know, we're running our Dog Days of Summer special sale right now here as we're kind of closing out summer, August. And so if you guys haven't checked it out, I'll put a link down in the description where you can check it out. If you want to become a Warrior Pro student, we'd love to have you join us. And in any case, I'm going to break down in today's recap the trades from today. Day 23, up 10% in the small account and making some nice progress. It was also a pretty good day in the large account. So on a little bit of a roll here, going to try to keep it going, stay focused, not get too aggressive, just be steady, be consistent, and get through August, which is often a little bit slower, but we're seeing some nice action right now. In case you didn't already know, my results are not typical. The experience of most beginner traders is that they lose money, so you should assume that you will also lose money. And with that assumption in mind, trade in a simulator before you put real money on the line. All right, thank you guys for tuning in for the recap. Please hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 24.
All right, everyone. So day 23 of the small account, up $741.26 on two stocks, NAOV and FLGC. FLGC is the bigger winner, which is nice. Traded it with smaller size, 319 shares, I think was my last position on it. That was about as much as I could afford. My starting balance today was $7,332.67. The account's up more than 10% in one day before commissions. After commissions, it'll be a little less than 10%, but still a great day. So let's break down the stocks I traded. NAOV was the first trade of the day. Got in at 325 and out at 333. It was our second leading gapper. Up 25% on news. There was some news on this. And, I thought it was worth giving it a stab. I wasn't totally sure it was going to be a easy one to trade. If you look at the level 2 on it, I'll just put this right here for a second. You can see that it's very thickly traded, stacked with sellers, both on the bid and the ask, stacked with buyers, stacked with sellers. In contrast to the level 2 of FLGC, which is a bit thinner and has bigger spreads, more typical of a higher price stock that's a lower flow. But NAOV, I did take a stab at it out of the gates. What I liked about it most of all was that at $3.30, I could buy 2,000 shares of it. So I could take a bigger position. And if I could make 10 cents, that's $200. Well, you can see here, I made 8 cents a share. Doesn't seem like a lot, 325 to 333. That's $158. So the stocks in this price range can be better, for that reason. Now, the only problem is I got in on this arrow right here. That's where I bought. It popped up to 21. It dipped down, and I got in right here at 25. 25, yeah. It hit a high of 30, and there was like a 60,000 share seller there at 30. And then it flushed down to 14, and I was still holding. And at that moment, I was like, you know what? Isn't this just typical? I had, 3 red days in a row in this account, or definitely 2 red days in a row last week. And then Friday, I was up $48. But you know what? By the end of the day, I was actually down about $3 after commissions, because the commissions are so high with these small account brokers. So basically 3 red days in a row. Now, yeah, the last day was only like $2, but disappointing. And here I am, my very first trade. I jump in, I'm already down $200. So the low of day was 315 based on pre-market or based on the open, and it flashed to 14 and immediately was back at 20. So if you had set a live stop on this at 10 cents, you would have gotten stopped out. I don't set live stops on these trades. I could, but I don't, because sometimes you will see it flash and pop right back up, and sometimes it happens so quickly you don't even see that it actually hit that level. It's like a couple of shares go through, but it just is right back up. Buyers come in. Fortunately, in this case, buyers did come in. If it had broken through $3.10, I definitely would have been bailing out. I would have had to. It would have been a $300 loss. Fortunately, it bounced right off that level, which is basically the open price. Not uncommon for an opening range breakout to falter just for a moment. And then it broke through 330. And because I had just gone from red on the trade to green, I took my profit out quick. Now, as it turned out, it went to 38 and then it went up to 44, 45. So it went higher without me. I obviously could have made more like $350 on it if I had held a little longer, but having just gone from green by 5 cents to red by 10 cents, back to green, all of a sudden it's damage control. It's minimizing the loss. And so at that point, minimizing the loss actually was a winner, and I was fine with that. So that was my first trade, $158. And then FLGC starts popping up. I didn't have this one on close watch today. Right before the bell, someone mentioned it was strong on Friday. And I looked at it and I said, oh, yeah, you're right. It was. So maybe if it can get back over 1750. And then out of the gates, all of a sudden it rips up to 21. And my trade on this was, so we're going to have to actually look at the 10-second chart on this one as well. My trade on this was a bit on the aggressive side. I'll say that. I got in right about, let's see, it was right about here. What I was trying to do was a dip trade off of 19. It hit 1948. I think it dipped down and then it curled back up. So my first trade was right in this area. Now I can't remember, was it a dip trade or was I getting long? You know what? I think I was getting in right here. I did take a dip trade on it, but that was not the first trade. I think the first trade was right here. Yeah, it was right here. So I was looking for the first 1 minute candle to make a new high and a retest of that level. I was going to say I wouldn't have held through this much of a pullback down to 1867. So small account was in right here, up to 1940. It breaks that level, goes up to 1973. It pulls back. It goes higher to 1986. It pulls back for a second, hits a high of 1999, dips down, hits this low right here of 1931, but doesn't even go back to 1914. And then from there, which is my average, and then from there, it breaks up higher, 1996. Now it breaks through 20, a quick break of 20, up to 2014, up to 2050, up to $20.67. A pullback right through here, a flush back down, and then right back up here to 2180. Another drop back lower. It sells off for a little bit, and what it's doing during this period is it's forming a 5-minute setup. And so that 5-minute setup was right through here. So it ended up going all the way up to a high of $20.82. So trading it up through those levels, I made I was up $535 on the day between these two trades, 535 by the end of this. And then for the first 5-minute candle to make a new high, I had another trade in this area, and that put me up 700. So first 5-minute candle to make a new high ended up being a very nice breakout from 1948 up to 2109, and then up to 2145. That was the high, 2145. I was hoping it might go a little higher than that, but that was the high. So let's see, and I see we've got rail hitting the scanner. So FLGC obviously was hitting the high day Momo scanners. This is a blue sky setup, all-time highs. Right here. So you can see this is all-time highs. A lot of volume has come in over the last couple of weeks as it's broken through these levels. So this is one that may not be done yet. We may still have more opportunity to trade it. It's probably worth noting the decline in volume. However, as stocks become higher price, volume often does decline a little bit because the same number of shares traded is more money on the line with at $20 than it was at $5. So the money traded is a different metric. But in any case, we'll see how it closes today with a high of 21.45 on the daily. If it closes as a big topping tail candle or even red, then, that's not great. Of course, it did do that on this day right here, but then pulled back for a couple days and then gave us that breakout on Friday, which I didn't trade, but there you go. So anyways, those are the two stocks I traded today, FLGC and NAOV. A great start to the week, $741.26. And I'll be back at it tomorrow for day 24. Remember, as always, my results are not typical. Most beginner traders lose money. You should expect you'll also lose money. With that expectation in mind, trade in a simulator before you put real money on the line. So I'll see you guys for the small account challenge, resuming tomorrow, day 24.
And that right there was an entire video with no ads. I don't monetize my YouTube channel with video ads, which means you guys get to enjoy the content. But do me a favor, please hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up and let YouTube know that this channel is the channel to watch if you want to learn about day trading.